my lovely YouTubers, it is me, Morgan Tracy J, coming today with a new video for the Women's Wednesday chat. Well guys, this Women's Wednesday chat question is coming from Treasure My Love, and she wants to know about godly friendship advice. And so the truth is, Miss Treasure, I was kind of struggling with this video because I'm like, how do I give godly friendship advice when sometimes I'm not even a godly friend, okay? So I was like, how do you give that advice? When the truth is, when I really began to think about it and settle in, I realized that giving godly friendship advice, trying to give you friendship about godly friends, is hard because nobody is perfect, and even your friends are going to offend you sometimes. Your friends are going to do things that you completely won't agree with sometimes. And sometimes the truth is, you want a godly friendship, just be the godly friend. But you already know you're not perfect. You know you can get uptight. You know you can get judgmental. You know you may not always have the best level of advice. But one thing that I really will take it back to the word is David and Jonathan. You know, Jonathan could have got jealous of David. Jonathan could have had all these issues with David. But the truth is, he didn't. He loved David so much that he was like, you know what? You can go ahead and be like the king of the throne. You can do it all, man. Like, I love you. They had a true friendship. And I want to tell you, having a godly friendship doesn't depend on, oh, are you both Christian? Oh, do you both have the same views and the same beliefs? The godly friendship really ties to, are you grounded in who you are enough to where you can be the best version of yourself for somebody else, right? Are you, Morgan, or let's say for myself, Morgan, are you past this jealousy mindset where you actually can not be jealous of someone when they're building themselves up and making it, but you can actually encourage them? Are you, Morgan, are you such a good friend now that if something was happening in his or her life, you could encourage them and build them up in such a way that they will be able to walk through their dark season? You see, sometimes we think of godly friendships as only being friends with Christians, only being friends with people who look like us, believe like us, talk like us. But the truth, that's not it. Godly friendship is when you decide to go out with people who don't even believe like you. You don't understand the same level of politics or something like that, but you still can correlate with them and you can grow and you can understand with them. The truth is, Jesus wasn't trying to be friends with all the Christians. He didn't want to be friends with the religious leaders. Actually, he wanted to be friends with the sinners. He wanted to go over there and sit amongst them and empower them and build them up, and that's what we're supposed to do. In college, I went and became friends with this great girl. Her name, I don't want to say her name because I don't know if she's gonna allow me to say that, but she was a Muslim girl and she was bomb, man. Like, I loved her. We studied physics together. She helped me so much, and I already was struggling with that class. And most of all, we began to learn certain things about each other, and we literally felt like we were like kindred spirits. Like, we were so similar in so many ways. But the truth is, it never shook me that she was a Muslim. It never shook me that we had different beliefs, because I was grounded and founded in my God. I wasn't afraid that, oh, she's going to steer me this way. And never was I trying to steer her to believe what I believed. However, all I wanted to do was be myself and allow God's light to shine through. And being her friend, what happened was she ended up coming to one of my women's events on campus, and she had an amazing time. She brought her sisters, like, it was bomb. And so that's what I would encourage you with. To be a godly friend, you just got to be a godly person. You just got to be willing to get out of your comfort zone and talk to people. You got to be willing to get past your own views sometimes and just chit chat with them. It doesn't matter if, you know, they're not at the level of your walk. It doesn't matter. But I will say, if you know who you are and whose you are, then you won't be shaken. Example, even though I go out and make friends sometimes, like especially in college, I wasn't going to the club with them. Like, I wasn't going to no bars, you know? So I understand that when I was making my friends, God was guiding me with that, but he also was guiding me with people who were like-minded, people who wasn't doing all the extra stuff that I wasn't interested in. I was being connected with people who kind of were doing similar things with like I was doing. I was working on a ministry, I was dreaming, I was plotting, I was creating, you know, I was studying. And so I was around people who were doing similar things. And so I want to give you advice on having godly friendships. If your friendship isn't building you up, if you always walk away from that person feeling drained or beat down, or maybe you have amazing blessing but you feel like you can't share it with them because maybe they have some form of jealousy there, don't go talk about them, and don't just go cut them off. But what you do is you pray for them, and then when they begin to come around you again, what you want to do is you want to set the example. You want to be the person of character and integrity. You want to be the friend that even though she didn't encourage you in your dark season, you can encourage her in her dark season. Even though she didn't encourage encourage you when you were going through your situation with that boy, you can encourage her when she's going through her situation. You want to be a friend of integrity, because the truth is God is watching and he sees what you're doing. And he wants to know, is my child going to build this person up right now through the message that I'm giving them? Or are they going to just say, no, it's not my kind of thing. I need you to stay far away from me. You don't look like me. You don't believe like me. So stay back. No, godly friendship starts with you. It doesn't start with the other person. It starts with you. When you get yourself together, then you can be a better friend. And I've learned the hard way, honestly. I've had some amazing friends, and honestly, there's times where I've just cut friendships off because I wasn't mature enough in myself to come and talk about issues. I wasn't mature enough in myself to come and just lay things on the table about how I felt. But the truth is now, obviously, I'm a lot more mature. I don't have it all together. But what I realize is friendships first work better when you are healed, when you're growing, when you're glowing, when you're walking with the Lord. You can be a better friend. You can understand better and see, like, I can have more compassion for people when they're going through their seasons versus years ago. I didn't understand it. I couldn't connect in certain moments, but now I'm a different person. I'm better. And so that's what I want to encourage you with. If you want to be a godly friend, then be a godly person. You want godly friendships? Then be the godly person. And you might be the only godly person in that friendship, but that's okay, because there's a such thing as influence. Don't allow your atmosphere to change you. You change your atmosphere. And so that's what I want to encourage you with today. So if you want some godly friendship advice, then be the godly friend. And as you be the godly friend, your atmosphere will change. And if that friend that's in your life is not the one that needs to be there, God will move things around to where you're around the right people, okay? That are going to build you up, that are going to encourage you, that are going to make your walk stronger with the Lord as you walk out. But most of all, you have to be willing to step out of your comfort zone and be friends and connect with people that may not necessarily look like you or believe like you, because the truth is, you're the blessing. Sometimes you have something they need, okay? So be willing to yield to the leading of the Holy Spirit, pretty much. All right? So I hope you got inspired this Women's Wednesday chat. Be sure that you like, you subscribe, and if you ever have a question for me, you can always submit it at my website, hisdaughter'scloset.com. All right, I'll see you next Wednesday, ladies. Bye. Mwah. Love you guys. Bye. Hey ladies, thank you so much for watching this video. If you want more weekly content from me, then go ahead and subscribe. And if you want to read my blog and learn more about things that God's doing in my life and others' lives, then go ahead and follow the link right here below, and we will see you later. Bye.